Oh, hi everybody. I just wanted to say hi again. Right now I wanted to talk about, I guess, diets and the holidays. Um, I know I'm not the only one on the planet that needs to drop about 35 or 40 pounds, but I have lost some this year just because my budget was so tight. But I still found myself buying a few like junk food items. Um, you know, I mean, really, since I'm really supposed to be on a diet, and actually, my budget is super tight until I find more work again. I'm at an age where a lot of people are fully retired. I cannot totally retire. I mean, I can a little bit, but I really need more money to make bills. See, so, but this is a really good book. Like, one of my neighbors is really into healthy cooking. And they had leftovers, and she gave me just a little bit of it. Was chicken and asparagus and just a few little sliced potato. But I do cook. I cook some eggs, and sometimes meat. Just it's good to have more meat. In our diet. More protein. We need a lot more protein in our diet. And some cottage cheese is okay if we not have too much, but we all need the calcium and the protein in cottage cheese. And just certain things we have to give up. We all know to give up the refined carbohydrates and processed foods. But it's hard because it's especially the holidays now. But since I've been a single person most of my life, with some exceptions of, years ago in my 20s, I was married for a while, but he was more like made a big mess in the kitchen, and I had to clean it up. Well, he was cooking some, I cooked some, but yeah, I guess when you're on a budget, we need to just have our essentials and just our healthy stuff. I have some grapefruit that one of my brothers and his wife sent me, but basically for the holidays. But this is like a really good book, The Frugal Gourmet by Jeff Smith. I found this for just a couple dollars one time at a half-price book type place. Rachel Ray, somebody gave me this one. I have, oh my gosh, I've got some more of these type of books here. I know I do. Let me see. Oh, here's a good one. 30-minute light gourmet. So I'm trying to get more back into cooking a little bit. Even if you're single or you don't have kids or grandkids to cook for, it's just better for yourself. Like sometimes I find my car all of a sudden will end up at a drive-through and ordering hamburger and fries or something like that, but which is not bad if we were just to have the hamburger maybe without the bread or all that extra bread, or the fries, the way they make the fries, like if we were to make our own little potatoes. But sometimes it's not too bad to have that once in a while. I do like now one healthy thing I like to go to is Smoothie King. They have some really good healthy shakes. They put everything in them, anything that you want, from kale to pineapple to mango to strawberries to bananas to coffee, banana ones, everything, cocoa banana with coffee and protein powder, and but anyway, it's of course you have to work out more and everything too. I'm older, so I can't like just go jogging or anything like that, but they are going to reopen a pool over here where I am. So that'll be good to go indoor swimming, which I miss because I used to be on a swim team. And when I was on a swim team years ago, I was really skinny because we swam a mile a day. So that was really awesome. And but anyway, I just wanted to say, and the holidays is here, and it'd be 1 or 2 days. For me, I'm going to another little thing on Christmas Day. And they'll have healthy stuff too, turkey and vegetables and stuff like that, try to fill up on that kind of stuff, and maybe have a little dessert, or maybe they can like give you the dessert to take home, and then you can have it over the next day or two. Just have it. Try not to get too wrapped up in that. My weakness has never been sweets. It's been like chips and pizza and carbs, and and that's great if you're going to the gym every day and working it off. But anyway, yeah, I didn't even have I always was a little chubby, and then I got real thin in high school. I was, dancing in musicals, and got down to 115 because I was brigadoon dancer, and that was like Bonnie Jean, and I was in a lot of recitals, dance recitals. And we did ballet, modern ballet, jazz, dance, all kinds of stuff. Very strenuous exercise, and tennis. I used to play a lot of heavy tennis, and during the pandemic, a lot of this stuff got shut down too. That was really hard for all of us. Of course, this is years later now, and but at least I have pets. I have to walk my pets. They're pretty high energy when they're not taking a nap or whatever, but even when they're hungry or teasing for treats, they're pretty high. Well, you've seen them. They're taking a break now. But anyway, that's all. I just wanted to bring that up and say, I'm trying to start your healthy program now. I mean, I've been on this on and off for a year. I follow Angela Shelton's eating plan. She's really into high protein, a lot of meat. I mean, it depends on, I know a lot of people are just strictly vegetarians, but you do need protein. So find a way. If you don't eat meat, you're going to have to get your protein, or you could get anemic or something. But and when you get older, any kind of meat products help you with if you get low iron. I know when my grandparents, I used to go visit them, and they had the Lawrence Welk show on when I was a little kid. I used to go over there and watch that with them, and they had the Geritol commercials come on at the Lawrence Welk show. Remember all that stuff. So iron, poor, tired blood. That you would take Geritol, but hopefully, I did actually buy some iron pills, and I've had anemia before too. When I was young, I was, always on the go, working long hours in newspapers, and even when I was in insurance on a strictly commission, I was really on the go a lot. I mean, I'm still actually kept the insurance licenses, but then over the years, I've merged more into the acting and the substitute teaching, and then some office jobs in between, office full-time, whatever it takes, I mean, I've mentioned this before, even if I never make a full-time living at acting, I always will do it. I just love it so much. It really helped me when my mom passed away. I think I mentioned that in another video one time, but it's something I always wanted to do. And if you're younger, find time to do the things you enjoy while you're younger, too. So you never know. That's a very tough business right now to make money in, although you can make some money at it if you really stay the course. LA and New York still has maybe a little more than Atlanta and Dallas and Austin and Albuquerque, and I guess North Carolina had a little bit going on, and of course New Orleans. But I know I just saw that some new show was filming up just about an hour north of here in Fort Worth, and northwest of here is Fort Worth, and then northeast of here is Dallas, see, from where I am in Waco, and then I can just go down to Austin, about an hour and a half, something like that, between all those. But yeah, they were filming a new TV series with Nicole Kidman, I believe. I have to go check the name of it. I just saw that, but all that stuff they cast ahead of time. Of course, they need the big stars in them. But, some of the local people can be extras. I did do some extra work for one of the background casting one time when they filmed something in Rockwall. And that was kind of a surreal experience because they were filming a remake of some episodes of JR in more recent years, Dallas, the show Dallas. And they filmed it near the Rockwall County Courthouse. And the Rockwall County Courthouse was remodeled. It's a lot different from what it was when when I worked there. I was a news reporter, editor, kind of helped with everything, photographer. That's back when we took pictures, you know, and then with the all kinds of different older cameras, and then went to the dark room and developed the film in cans, these canisters, and then hung the film strips up to dry, and then later put them on in a larger and made all the prints and had the different pans, you know, to develop them, and then hung them up, and then we had to size the paper, the pictures down, and draw page dummies, and put the paper together like we had like a waxing machine with all the columns of print paper, the wax copies of the paper on big grid sheets, and then we sent them off to the printer, and then of course they printed up hundreds or thousands of copies of the newspaper. But yeah, at one point when I was the editor of the Mesquite News, we had up to 100,000 people. But yeah, I had worked in Rockwall too, and that was so surreal to be like an extra in a TV show in Dallas, when I was actually used to be a reporter there, covering the news there. I remember this was what I learned so many things about the news business years ago, and it's all applied today. They would always say, because around about midnight, I would leave the city council meeting in Rockwall, and then one of the guys would say, well, now we can talk about what's really going on here because the reporter's leaving, you know. And one of the reporters, one of the reporters that worked there, but he was the son of a congressman, Ralph Hull, and then he helped some with. He was like an editor, but he actually preferred more reporting. So I kind of did both, you know, editing and reporting and photography. But he really liked just going out, taking pictures, and meeting with people and doing the stories. But anyway, that's all. I just, you know, your whole life can go into a circle. There's a lot of stuff on the internet now about you can't go back home, and you know, I don't know about that. I do think if you've grown and changed a lot, you may not ever be able to go back and live there again, although I've done it when I moved back and forth from Dallas to LA some various times, in Austin too, and I'm from Dallas. But that's challenging, but you can do it, especially for me. It was always like a financial reason too, just LA is so expensive and so many different issues with all that in work and everything. But I think you can go back and visit, especially if it's a bigger city, and of course you need to visit your home. For me, being the youngest child, and my brothers went to the East Coast, I have like a group of people that are more like just extended family that I see some. I mean, some I may not be able to be around them all the time, but you know, that's a whole other thing. But you know, it's good to see all these people because, you know, that's part of your family. But I am making new friends here and everything too, and I'm starting to meet more people that can cook, like my friend Carla, and then Angela online has the cooking show, Angela Shelton, and she's done a lot of different things. I think I had some other videos about her. But yeah, cooking's a wonderful way to stay healthy and eat healthy, and that way you can control what you eat. I remember one of my friends that always stayed very tall and thin. She did smoke heavily with cigarettes, but she passed away in recent years, but she was older than me. But she was a school teacher. But she always stayed very thin because she started out as a model. And she said, in one of the best things, when you cook and prepare stuff at home, you can control a lot of what goes in it, you know, whereas if you're eating out, which is great, there's nothing wrong with eating out if you can afford it. You just have to kind of watch what you eat. I remember one time I'd taken some different programs for diets all the years, you know. Larry North had a good one. Like when he would go out to eat, he said he would actually order certain things, you know, and it would be specific. And if he would repeat at the same restaurant, they would know how he wanted it all prepared. His diet was a lot about beans, you know, because they fill you up, and that helps, and it gives you good fiber when you're trying to lose weight, but it also fills you up. So just, kind of maybe we just all have to kind of worry. I mean, there's been so many things that have happened, but me having to downsize and move to a smaller place and move, there's been a lot of things that have been part of my healing process by moving here. I have to totally declutter. It's a lot smaller. I have to become a better housekeeper because there's no dishwasher or washer dryer in the unit. But it's, in fact, that one of those little racks I showed you did fall down, but I put too much on it. But it's back up. It works fine. The one that you can use for your audition. But the other one, I put way too much on those. But I do have to declutter and maybe donate some more clothes as I sort through to churches, and I can maybe sell some clothes items or some books. I have lots of books for somebody that lives in a small apartment. So, but yeah, that's all part of our healing process and a part of growth and change in life. And if you've changed careers, I mean, just be proud of yourself. Don't let people that say, oh, that put you down because you stayed in the same career your whole life. Some people just get it right the first time, kind of like with marriage, or maybe being married or not being married, or, some people have never wanted to be married and they do it very well, I have been single most of my life, but I'm open for the right person, of course. So anyway, but all of this is part of our change, between the recession and then the pandemic and all these different things that have happened, has sort of forced us to maybe go into more inner growth. And the internet, people share, I see so many people share some remarkable stories on the internet, is really good. And especially a lot of these reporters that are really brave to get out there, because I know even just covering local politics, sometimes I get threats, and I'm always kind of started to go on the down low, just be kind of careful with everything, and like, because it is kind of scary, and sometimes you can just know just enough to know whatever's being reported is very incorrect, but then beyond that, you may never know. It's like peeling an onion, but it may not. But with an onion, at least you get to the end of it. With that, there may be no end. It may be just like a bottomless pit or something. So anyway, okay. Well, I will go now, and you guys have a very Merry Christmas. And I'll probably get on the videos again. So. I'm trying to do a little more videos again. So, okay, we'll talk to y'all later. Over and out. Gene to it. Bye. And I actually did not do a selfie video this time again, so I hope it turned out okay. So, okay, bye.